Good morning, Lana Scott Lighthouse. So guys, you know we've got Monday, we have a lunar eclipse coming up. On the 8th of April, we have a solar eclipse coming up. Or the 6th. Thank you, Daniel. So, y'all, if y'all been listening to my channel for any sort of time, I've been talking about higher self becoming integrated with your conscious mind. I've been talking about this character they keep showing me, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And yesterday I did a short video about a candle meditation I did a while back, where what I thought I was seeing was I was seeing some kind of binary planet system. I saw the face of an alien. I don't think I mentioned that one because I was like, I didn't want people to go, oh, you're seeing aliens now. No, but I have picked up on some of their energy, just like momentary flashes, nothing big. And then they were showing me 2 stars. What I didn't realize was what they were showing me was the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, because the 2 planets I saw in my mind's eye when I did that candle meditation was I saw, you know how when they show you pictures of a full eclipse or a full lunar eclipse, they'll show the planet with the glow around it and the black in front of it where the earth has moved in between, right? So that's what they were showing me, and I just didn't make the connection. So now that this is coming through, I have found out that it is a fact. I don't know if it's right around the lunar eclipse or the solar eclipse or what 3 days they're talking about. I have not looked it up, so don't get mad at me about that. I do research when I can. We've been just really incredibly busy around here. But I'm feeling like this is like giving validation to some of the readings that I've been doing. I just didn't understand what they meant. I am ADHD, so, you know, I don't process things the way per se normal people do, but we're all special, right? We're all one of a kind. So I was really happy to find this Ann Tucker lady who gave some meaning to what I was seeing. But I just wanted to point out to y'all, the way I see it is, because they're talking about that they actually are going to close down communications. I guess it means there won't be, I don't know if they're talking about no cell phone use, which means no one's going to be able to communicate. Something about because of the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. I think it's during the solar eclipse. They're not wanting this, like we have the solar flares that interfere with communications and can literally burn up electronics here on Earth. So I'm finding that I'm intuitively picking up on whatever this is, when all these come about and they turn the communications down, whatever. I think that's what I'm just picking up on it differently. I think that's a lot of what this lady Ann Tucker's talking about, because she's been channeling angels, and I channel mine a little bit differently. I get angel messages, I get ancestor messages, I get all kind of different stuff. And I've been kind of taking a break because we've just had a lot going on, and I apologize to my subscribers. I love all you guys very much. I appreciate every time one of you give me a comment, and I just pick up things differently, and every single reader does. Every seer, mystic, we all pick up messages in a different way and interpret them differently. So it is still a learning thing for me, because my gifts have opened up, and I'm not always understanding, and sometimes it takes a while for me to unpack it all, as Santero describes it. But I just want to say, I think during, my own take on it is during these 3 days when people are not going to have the communication or whatever it is that they're going to be closing down, I think a lot of more things are going to be made clear after this solar eclipse happens as well. So, and I wish I would have known sooner when they were showing me in that candle meditation the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, and then they were showing me the 2 planets, and they were saying binary, and I just didn't understand what it was, because I am not an astrologer, so I hope y'all can forgive me for that. But if any of you have not been clued into any of that, it's going to behoove you to check it out, so that if you didn't know they were going to, and guys, I did not look it up, so I'm not going to sit here and claim that I looked up something and this is how it's going to be, because I don't know. So however it is that communications aren't going to work the same, I think that after the 8th, a lot of that, especially after the solar eclipse, I think a lot of us are going to have more of that integration of your higher self into your conscious mind, where things are going to be so much more clear. They're saying that the angels are saying that that a lot of people are going to be more into their heart space than they were before. And I think that's where I was getting the messages from, that were talking about people having communities outside of the norm, doing their own thing, And if you go look it up, there is a company, there's probably more of them now, where they bought big, huge pieces of property where people were making new cities because they no longer wanted to be influenced by, I don't want to say the evils of government, but that's what it feels like. So, guys, I think a lot of what, and here lately they've been showing me the 1 foot on, 1 foot, I keep getting visions of this 1 foot on, 1 foot in, 1 foot out character, which seems to be symbolizing a lot of different things. It's been symbolizing some people opening up or having a foot in the spiritual realms and in the physical realms, like San. She started that new Sanskrit channel, and she actually went and looked at that message and said, "Gee, Lana, thank you so much. It helped bring a lot of clarity to me." But I also think it's talking about a person, a specific person, that he's a real person. They keep telling me, but he's highly spiritual. And after he leaves, wherever he goes, people's eyes are opened in a different way. So, and they're telling me it's a real person, but they're saying he might possibly be a millionaire. They keep showing me Keanu Reeves in Constantine. And I recently went and looked back at that movie, and I guess he was supposed to go to heaven when he died, but he had the evil people after him, or the evil spirits after him, and he had one of the angels who actually forsake God or something and was doing something. Oh God, who was the lady that played the part? The lady that played the part from I can't remember her name. She's that tall Swedish blonde lady from the movies about the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Beautiful woman. But anyway, so they keep showing me little visions of that and bringing back to my conscious mind about just different things changing a lot after this solar eclipse for humanity. And guys, you know, I try to focus my readings on where are we going into the future. I don't want to do and even some of my other favorite tarot readers I used to look at, even though they talk a lot about your gifts and this, that, and the other, they still do like a lot of twin flame. They still do a lot of day-to-day relationships, and that's just not what I want my focus to be on. My focus, I've always looked at tarot and runes as, well, what can they tell me that I don't know? What can they tell me about going into the future? What can they tell me that I can learn from? Because I know where I've been. You know, I've done readings of where you've been. So we all know where we've been. We just want to know where we're going. So that's what my focus has been. And I'm thinking after this solar eclipse, more information is going to flow through me, that I'm going to try really hard to focus on those for my readings, for my subscribers, because I want all of us to be able to, you have to pay attention to the little nudges that you get. Like, I couldn't make sense of I thought it was 2 planets. They were talking about the sun and the lunar eclipse. They just didn't present it to me that way. So guys, because you already know where you've been. You know what you've learned. Hopefully you've learned, everything in your past that's brought you to the moment of where you are right now. So I know where I've been and what I've learned, and I'm still getting little hits about what I've learned that I didn't realize I have learned about myself. So guys, I really want to focus on going into the future. I'm still battling the nasty cigarettes. So I am going to continue doing my readings on that, and I've been doing research. I'm actually trying to learn some remote viewing right now, because remote viewing can tell you about places, because they've been sending me messages about different people. And so I've come up with this really cool thing I can do at maps that I'm going to start trying out, and I may do 1 or 2 of them. I'm not promising anything anymore, because sometimes I try to make a promise about something I want to do, and then something comes up and I'm not able to do it. So I'm trying to be authentic as possible. And I don't like telling somebody I'm going to do something and then find I can't do it. So I'm going to try in the near future to do some readings that are using remote viewing, and maybe they'll resonate with some of y'all, because I'm actually going to try to pick up on specific people. And I'm still in a situation of trying to find a new phone, guys, because it's just been, we keep having things come up, cars coming up, bills coming up we didn't expect, and I haven't been able to get a new phone and do personal readings for people. And I still want to do that in the near future. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue to focus on where we're going in the future. So if you're still interested in that, continue to check in, because after the solar eclipse, I'm going to try to pinpoint exactly what kind of messages I want to do, and I'm going to let everything else go. So do you want to know where you're going in the future? Do you want to see what's coming up? So I'm really going to try to tune into that energy. I'm going to focus mostly on angel and ancestor messages, because I feel like your ancestors who were tied to you through a bloodline, your angels that are your personal lineage angels, and the angels that have been assigned to you, and the different angels that come in to help you during different times of your life. Because apparently there's job angels, there's divorce angels, you can call on an angel for any area of your life. If you didn't know that, I'm telling you that. And I'm also going to start focusing some on this higher choir of angels that they've been telling me about, that are coming in to help the people that are going to become enlightened. And so maybe those angels are going to come into play more after the solar eclipse. I don't know yet, but I am checking out other people that are talking about angels and channeling angels to see if anything else resonates with me that I missed. I am not perfect. None of us are, because I am just a vessel for the messages, guys. This is Lighthouse is the channel for the angels and my ancestors. It's not my channel. I've always made that mistake in the very beginning, saying this is my channel. It's not my channel. It's a channel for higher spirit to come through to give you messages to let you know what's going on. And I'm going to try really hard to focus just on where we're going for the future, specific people, and we're going to see where that leads us. But I did want to talk about this Ann Tucker. She's been channeling messages from angels, I know at least since 2020. She does have a channel on YouTube. Check her out. Maybe some of her messages will make more sense than mine, or maybe you can, if any of you go look at a message and you see a correlation between something I did and you want to let me know about it, okay. Today was going to be a busy day, but I am doing a big reading tomorrow, and I'm going to try to do one where I'm laying out a whole deck of cards to see and focus on future energies after the solar eclipse. So, because they keep showing me this layout with the enchanted map deck and also the native spirit deck. They're telling me now this is when those are really going to come into play. So, or how I'm going to pick up messages from them after the solar eclipse. So guys, join me for that. I hope everyone has a blessed day. Today is Saturday. What's today's date, babe? Daniel says, he's like, well, I don't know what the date is. The 23rd. Guys, the lunar eclipse is Monday. And I don't know when this 3-day blackout's going to happen, but I would suggest, because they say it can happen 6 days before and 6 days, or 6 months before and 6 months after an eclipse, the energies are coming in. So I would suggest doing a meditation. I mean, if you want to go out and look at it, go out and look at it. But I would suggest, I'm going to do it myself if I'm at all possible. Do a candle meditation for yourself, or whatever, however you meditate during some of that lunar eclipse, and just focus on the energy to pull that energy in. Actually imagine that light coming through your head, through your aura, through your head, into your body, and try to absorb some of that energy to see where it's going to take you. Do something protective before that, though, that you put on your aura. For those of you that meditate on a regular basis and see your aura, do a protective, try to do a mental look at your aura and make sure there's no cracks or nothing. Protect yourself from any higher energy that might make you suddenly feel like you're temporarily psychic overload, because I went through that a while back, where I tried to close down a little bit, and I really you saw I didn't do a whole lot of messages. It just didn't seem to be coming through because I went into psychic overload. Please be aware of that. Make sure you ground yourself really well. If you don't know how to ground, there's quite a few. Just look up some grounding exercises on different channels. At some point in the future, I'm going to try to do one for everybody, because guys, this is my journey. This is my journey I'm sharing with you. This is me trying to help you, help us. So this is for the collective. So guys, just keep all that in mind. Love and light to everyone. This is Lighthouse.